And we are back. This is the third game in the day. Just had a real exciting one. My name is Josh Jordan, and I will be the commentator for the rest of the day. And it's been lovely to have you joining us if you have been, but if you've just joined us, welcome to Global Sports Network and the BMT app if you're watching there. And we just want to thank our sponsors of Decro, Audi Consulting, G Sportswear, and Sim Control. We're here because of the partnership and collaboration. And remember, you can always get in on the collaborating with the marketing at bmtsports.co.za email address. If you want to get in on all of the action, don't forget to drop that email, a message, and get in and converse with us. And you can always download the BMT app. No need for YouTube anymore. All the games will be live and available in one place in your account. And it'll make things a lot easier watching these games in the future. Interschools rugby and club rugby, Western Province Super League. We do it all. Okay, and the game today, Monument Park under-19 Bs versus Masibambane High School under-19 As. And Monument Park versus Masibambane. We've had a couple schools here, so Elsies Rugby were the previous contestants in the under-15 and under-16 games. And it's lovely to see we've got multiple schools out here, all wanting to put on a performance for us and all wanting to show what they're capable of. Game will be underway shortly. Just having some huddles. And we can go through Monument Park's lineup. And Jordan Arendse, Tegan Borches, and Heinrich Kukumur are the front three, while Lycan Scott Reese Puka are 4 and 5 lock partnership. Mikhail Wageman, Adrian Prince, Lukolo Mangia are the back three in that scrum, while Tafara Zaba, Liam Abrahams a 9-10 partnership. Jaden Gaines and Taufik Majal, Earl Muller the back three, while Junior Makwangono and Riemann Fortain are the center partnerships. Well, let's get hyped up. Let's get the crowd revving, and the tunnel and huddles are building while the chants are going. Just to get in Monument Park's bench, we know there's rolling time and rolling subs. Tyler Skiepers, Zane Meyer, Stephen Wynand, the front three, 16, 17, and 18. While Caden Vom Milk and Blazen Goma, 19 and 20 jersey. And the backline, Lee Jaden Mackerel and Cade Kleinhaus and Dylan van der Westhuizen. They are filling up the rest of the jerseys while on come Monument Park. Well, this is Monument Park's A team, under-19B, apologies. They're under-19Bs. Well, this is Masibambane's under-19As. Shortly to get underway, refs just chatting to away team Masibambane. And Liam Abrahams has got the ball in hand and he wants to get us underway. Oh, that's actually jersey number 14, Taufik Majal, doing the kicking off for today. His team in the blue and red, Masibambane in the burgundy and yellow. We are underway, ready and revving. Straight on the positive side is Monument Park. Heinrich Kukumur is in there. Nice carry to start us off for Monument Park. And now, nicely done, Abrahams feeds. Was that Reese Puka? Reese Puk. Tafara Zaba unfortunately juggled that ball. And he says no, he didn't do anything, but referee saw a juggle, which he's called for scrum, and that's going to be Masibambane's feed and first scrum of the game. Well, it's great to have these schools here, and great that we're broadcasting these schools, showing off the possible talent within these teams. And there's a future for all of these players. Here comes the scrum in this beautiful sport. Scrum is splintered. It's come out straight from the back, and not sure if we should have reset there, but advantage is there for the scrum. Now forward comes Adrian Prince. Zaba not going to make the same mistake twice. And well, the wind is just picking up really badly here in Kraaifontein at Monument Park, so we apologize if you are hearing any of the noise. And Tegan Borches will put us into the touch corner. He's reached the 22. Could have aimed for the 5 meter, but chose to give a little dink. Wanting to get numbers right, says the referee. Here comes the throw. Borches. Nope. And the spacing was not right, so free kick. Zaba wants to get us underway quickly. Little dummy. Lukola Mangia not able to get it done properly, so it's a knock-on. Scream. Masibambane will get the feed at the scrum. Here comes the scrum. Masibambane's ball feed. Yellow and burgundy kit. That's a big scrum for Monument Park. Nice kick there to clear their lines. It's rumbling, rolling, still going into the 22 of Monument Park. Escape plan's got to be good here. How's the stepping? The kick is a bit of a mistake. Masibambane have it straight up in the 22. Now they can press. They haven't had possession here yet, and they still get to move forward. This is a huge opportunity for them coming up. Can they keep it tight? Can they stay structured? Need to make every scoring opportunity count with the way Monument Park beat Elsies Rugby in the previous match, 34-0. Upright tackle there on the player. Masibambane. Can they keep it forward? Can they keep the ball alive? Advantage given, and there will be a penalty. Quick tap, and this is a big opportunity. A little breakaway run from the fly half. Monument Park need to be careful getting in the ruck. Now there's a nice little carry. Huge hit on the prop there. Thought of taking an angled line, but hit a hard shoulder. Now the hooker's got it. Ball's not out, so little chip over. Is that going to cause some chaos? So close. But a penalty. Going to go back for the penalty advantage. Not a bad idea there to dink it over with the advantage. And they're not going to go back for the previous advantage, so it must have been advantage over. Monument Park gets to do a 22 dropout. And Masibambane get to go forward. Pressing forward, penalty. Does he want to stop? No, quick tap. Not 10 for sure, but referee's played on. Almost on the halfway line is Monument Park. We're not going to carry on. And he is going to penalize them for not going 10. Well, that's what we love to see. A hooker with a pair of golden boots. On the 22, lovely punt. And that's from Tegan Borches, the hooker. He's been given a lot of responsibility today. If he's kicking out touch as well, that's impressive. Catching his breath for this throw. How is the jumping? Wacheman jumps. Zaba. And that's unfortunate. Prince just dropped it. Here comes the scrum feed, Masibambane. And the fly-off's got it. Nice pass. He's been taken out. So they just played with the touchline there a little bit too much. He could have tried to cut inside with a hard straightening line, but he tried to back himself into the corner. Now, unfortunately, got himself backed into the corner. Well, we've had a nice sizable crowd coming in slowly but surely. I'm sure they're slowly going to feed in and get bigger once that first team gets going. Tegan Borches to throw. Masibambane, that's not a straight pass. Lucky to get away with that, Monument Park. And it's a penalty for Chat. Zaba wants to go quick. He slipped though. Masibambane need to watch their mouths. Referee says no more chat to me or you're going to get another penalty. He's already penalized them straight off the bat, so he doesn't want to see what he saw last time. He had to give out a couple yellows and a red last game for Chat. Yeah, Masibambane can hold him up. Strip, that's beautiful. Beautiful work. Number 23's got lovely space. Offload available. He's got another man outside. He chooses to cut in against the grain. And there's a little chip over the top. Is there anyone in the back who's going to cover that? It's going to roll too far. Earl Muller was on that. Number 15 in the Monument Park jersey. So we're going to go back where it was kicked from. And the option was 22 line out or scrum, and they chose the scrum. And cars are coming in. And while we're waiting, I just want to thank our sponsors of Decro, ID Consulting, G Sportswear, and Sim Control. Very happy to have the partnerships and sponsorships that let us be here today. Advantage out. Zaba wants to run. Telling them to get on side. Monument Park. There's a nice run from Prince. Adrian Prince. There's a Monument player stuck in the ruck, but they get the ball out. Zaba with a box kick. That's going to bounce. Could cause problems for Masibambane. And so far he's just made ground, almost back up to where that box kick occurred. Need to watch the offside line. Now they send their own box kick down the line. And that ball... Well, that's unfortunate. He didn't kick it very well because he's hit it out on the full. And line out is going to And the wind is really picking up now. Apologies if you can hear any distortion. Zaba. He's caught behind the line out. Masibambane trying to get on it, but not able to do so. Luke Simon. Penalty. Offside. And line out is going to be fed. Here's an opportunity for Monument Park. Tegan Borchers. And he's going to call us back. Free kick, Masibambane. Mistake of the line out there from Borchers, trying to get on with it quickly. And that kick, charged down. Masibambane need to deal with the situation now. Now they get to carry. Nicely done by the hooker to get a bit of strength. Here comes the hoof. And that kick, it's gonna go. Oh, it's a bit of chaos. Masibambane have it. The hooker looking for a hard run. Almost jackled that ball. And now penalty to Monument Park. That looks like it for a jackal. Tegan Borchers given the kicking duties. Now Masibambane won the line out and they get to spread for one of the first times in the game. We are still scoreless. Good carry. Reese Pook to take him down. Another box kick. That's a nice one. That's going to find good ground, good space. Territorial gain for Masibambane under 19As. So line out feed from Tegan Borchers, Monument Park. They want to escape this area. Masibambane want to make it difficult. And it is a bit of a messy one. Well, there's no bodies in the ruck there. The box kick. Masibambane found space. Flanker tries to get them into the 22. And scrum is the call. Monument Park get it. Masibambane couldn't get the ball out of the scrum, out of the maul. So that maul was suffocated, and Monument Park are able to exit. Missed the line-out opportunity exit. Now they've got another chance. Zaba. Ball's a bit of a mess, but they get it out. Nice footwork. Tackling has to be good on Junior Makwango. Let it bounce. Nice stepping. Bit of open pastures in front of him. He finds players to run into. There's a possible steal from Monument Park. No. It's a knock-on call. Well, I thought he stole that. That's jersey number 21, Lee Jaden McCrill. Masibambane have a scrum feed. Scrum, Masibambane have won it. Opportunity out to the right. Center's got it. And they're creeping down the corner. Bit of footwork, but lovely hit there. Earl Muller was not gonna fall for that. Masibambane. Trying to march their way up the field. Need to give it to big bodies. Gonna look to get a little kick in, dink it behind, find some space, create some trouble. Well, that player's gone out, and that's brilliantly done. Masibambane putting Monument Park under pressure. Here comes the line out, and Monument Park have it. And Masibambane have possession. Looking for numbers. And there's a bit of hands in the ruck there. Advantage given. Here's a big man. Lovely carry. Need to suck more bodies into the breakdown. Nice pass there. Keep the ball alive. Numbers on the wide side. Flank wants to cut inside. Monument Park needs to watch for high tackle. Monument Park in there. Trying to get in the trenches. Masibambane gets a hold out for now. The ball is still alive for them. Wind is pumping. Masibambane trying to get through. And we're going to go back. Previous infringement. Penalty for offside against Monument Park. Quick tap. Now, Masibambane. Is he looking for a cross kick? No, they cut against the grain. Nice run. Need to get the heavy bodies in line. That's almost a high tackle. Got to be careful not to be held up. Little pop pass. What a bounce there. Put him to the floor. Numbers out here. One more pass could do it. Ball's gone backwards. Masibambane can play on. Strong run. And so close to the line. And that is so unfortunate. Masibambane just popped it out the ruck and they lost it. Knock on. Well, the wind is getting really strong. We might just fly away here. Scrum feed. Substitution call. Might be some blood. So let's get the medic on the field and try sort this player out. Stoppage. In play. Scrum to come. Referee just trying to make sure the pack's shoved correctly. Here we come, Monument Park with the shove. Clearance kick. Here we go. The flank with a bit of footwork. Trying to see if he can make some space. And he's got a man linked with him for the clearance. Got to be careful not to go off their feet. Masibambane, the hooker, trying to crawl forward. Fighting for every inch is Masibambane. Ref's got to watch out. There's a tackle off the ball there. And there's a bit of pain for the Masibambane player on the floor. Medics want to check on him, but he's all good. Look at the dink over the top. Is this going to cause some chaos? And he's going to place it down. Was that carried back? No. Referee says no. And quick taken. Masibambane have possession again. Is the pace going to get him out of trouble from Zaba's paws? And just want to apologize for the shaky cam. This wind is very strong here out in Kraaifontein. And there's a knock. Scrum advantage coming. And there's going to be a penalty, I'm sure. That's a bad tackle. Just getting a bit aggressive there, so ref's going to calm them down. You took it all. Scrum now, Monument Park. Here comes the kick, Monument Park. Decision time now. Monument Park outside of the 22 now. Masibambane on that 22 line. They've got possession. Masibambane, decision time. Is he going to look for a pass? He tries to straighten. Wants good go forward ball. Penalty, Monument Park. That's a huge penalty. Well, believe it or not, we're still sitting on 0-0. Conditions might not have been working in either team's favor, but simple mistakes as well, letting both teams down. Line out feed. Let's hope he can get the ball passed straight. It's going to be a tough one. Tegan Borches to throw. Successful line out tap. Borches has a back. He needs to defend the ball so that Monument Park can move their way upfield. Lucolo Mangia. Big carry from the big man in the number 8 jersey. Zaba. He's been electric. And Abraham's had to play in 10. Now it's Makongo. Zaba. Straight to ground. Abrahams. Bit of confusion there. But Manchia still has it. He's crawling forward. Zaba. And that one's gone behind Adrian Prince. So, quick hands required. Swallowed whole by Masibambane's defense. Here they come marching forward. That's Prince once more. Penalty. Off their feet is Masibambane. And well, that's a knock on. Zaba unfortunately messed that up. Quick tap gone astray. It never left his hands, that's the call. So you got to tap the ball, make sure it actually is tapped. And referees are looking out for simple things like that. Players trying to get away with smaller movements. Put some water on your finger and then tap it. Masibambane, scrum now. Good shove from them. They get to dominate this section. Footwork, trying to evade tacklers of Zaba, but not able to do so. That chip kick goes nowhere. Knock on. Well, that is half-time. And 0-0 the score. This has been a messy game so far. We will be back shortly with the second half. Monument Park, 0. Masibambane, 0. Welcome back for the second half. And I think the ref is just waiting for the medics to get off the field. The wind is pumping here down in Kraaifontein. We're here in the Platteland, and there is just wind out here for today. We apologize for any audio and camera interferences that you might see or experience. We are going through it as well. The camera crew is out here doing the most, and we will keep recording. Don't forget, you can download the BMT app. Watch the rest of these games. We are back underway. Second half, 0-0. It's been a slow first half. Many mistakes, and just like that, another mistake. Knock on into touch. Line out scrum option. That throw, lovely dart. Straight to Masibambane. Masibambane. Nice dart. They've come out of the second half with some spring in their step. Here we go. Close towards the line. About 10 meters away. Big opportunity here from Masibambane. They've got numbers. If they spread it there. Here we go. Izzy trying to run laterally to try and make some space, but not able to do so. Almost a high tackle there. Masibambane need to clean up that ruck. There's a lovely pass. Got to watch hands in the ruck there. Well, closing off, says the referee. Penalty against Masibambane. Well, he will defend himself trying to say he was getting that jackler off the ball, but referee says no, you were off your feet. Monument Park get to drill this downfield. Here comes Masibambane with a line out feed. The throw now. Monument Park have it. And they can march downfield. Monument Park did feed that line out, apologies. Here comes Liam Abrahams with the kick downfield, looking for space. Did that go out on the full? It seems to have gone out on the full. Well, referee says it did not go out on the full. And feed is going to come to Masibambane. Surprised that wasn't carried back, but referee's close to the action. Here we go. The throw. Masibambane have it. Number 23. A huge frame of a man. Gets them on the go forward. Little chip up. Trying to cause some chaos. They've regathered. Nicely done. Now do they go left or right? They decide to go left. But slow at the breakdown, making it a little easy for Monument to chase up and advance their defensive lines. Here comes a little cross kick over. It's messed up. The chaser was a bit too close to the ball, and they're not able to get going. Masibambane, they like the kick. They go for box kicks. They go for punts. They try cause some disconnection in the backline of Monument Park. But both teams have been holding up defensively just because of the mistakes of the opposite end side. Free kick. Monument Park have a free kick. Now they've got numbers. Is that going to be knocked on? Said to be backwards, but quickly stop play here. Injured player. And the ref's just going to stop the game. And don't forget, you can be a part of the match days here with us, Global Sports Network. And you can contact us via the marketing at bmtsports.co.za and get in contact, get a part of these sports days. And so we are always open for sponsorships. Let's thank our sponsors for the day: Decro, ID Consulting, G Sportswear, and Sim Control. Those sponsors, we're so grateful, and it allows us to be here today for all of you viewers who are watching wherever you're watching from. And so referee has put a stop to the game. There must be a serious injury. And the stretcher is unfortunately going to have to be pulled out for this player. Bad injury, it seems. And look at that, the crowd is really filling in nicely, slowly but surely throughout the game. The crowd has been getting nice and packed. And we're back. Well, we wish that player a speedy recovery. That was quite a hard shot in the ribs, and he doesn't look all right, so we are wishing him all the best. That was a really rough tackle, so let's see what the referee has to say about it. It was definitely late. And here the referee is just having a conversation with the players. Let's see. And there's a yellow card. Fully deserved. Number 23 has gone off the field with a yellow card. And because of that, It's a penalty to Monument Park. And here we go, line out feed. Masibambane are going to defend this line out. And it's going to be Monument Park feed. They've got the ball. It's a bit of a scrappy one, so ref's going to bring us back. And we're going to go back for that first little mistake. Here we go, scrum feed Masibambane because of that previous mistake by Monument Park. And here we go, reset. That's not a good shove. So free kick. That throw was not correct. Monument Park get the ball back. And now they get to advance forward. And that ball, they've got to watch the legs. Don't want to tip the man 90. And that is going to be a scrum to Masibambane. They were holding the man up. Monument Park needed some bodies in there to help with the maul. Just letting the man starve alone all by himself. And it's led to Masibambane possession. Here we go, big shove. That's an enormous shove. Is there any penalty? No. Zaba, cross kick decision. Sends it over to Grain. Jaden Gain. And there we go. Wacherman. The big man, Heinrich Kukumur. Here's a bit of space. Working their way down the line. Zaba and Abrahams. Nice footwork. And Zaba. And here we go. Cutting against the grain. Abrahams. This is an opportunity for Monument Park that they can't let go of. This is it. Try now, and it's going to make a big difference. Scott. Laken Scott. And going back for the knock-on. Monument Park have the ball again. Well, the wind is still picking up here, and it's definitely making it difficult to go forward, and easy, clean ball for the backlines to be fed. Here comes the next scrum. Big scrum. Monument Park have it. Masibambane try and make it difficult at the back. Can they get the ball cleanly out of a ruck? Opportunity. Zaba looking, and he goes left. Nice dummy there. Offload is available. And yeah, Abrahams. Getting tight now. And there we go. There was Manjia. Abrahams. Straightening run. Nicely done. Masibambane are on them, trying to swallow them whole. And here, more tackling required. Heinrich Kukumur. Big frame. Zaba. Abrahams. They want to get it quickly. There's a bit of deception in play here. Here they come. Monument Park. Obstruction is the call. Scrum for Monument Park. Bit of chaos there. Not able to get structured play going. And now scrum coming. Here we go, big shove. Zaba. Was that a well-timed tackle? Referee says no, advantage is out. Tackling the ball without the player. And this ball is going to be held up, so we're going back for the previous infringement, which is going to be Masibambane's possession. No, penalty. Penalty for offside. Line out feed now. Monument Park. And referees just put a stop. 22. And here comes the 22. So neither team able to score any points in this match. And that's another mistake. Well, the referee caught him out there. He didn't let go of the ball. No release. You can't tap and constantly hold on. There's got to be at least a second of airtime there for that ball to be played on. So Monument Park have an opportunity here. Under 19 Bs have a chance to put 5 points on the board. The only 5 points that they have been trying to go for this whole game. They haven't got any. Zaba. Now there's a big run. Gain. Jaden Gain's line. Zaba sends it to Manjia. 2 men on him. Zaba now to Abrahams. Abrahams for a big run. Heinrich Kukumud, he needs a bit, and that's going to go back for previous infringement. So Kukumud just needs a bit of vuma in his step. There's not much go forward when he gets the ball. He's such a big frame, but he's not getting gain line success. Now, opportunity. Taufik Majal wants to go to the corner. Supporters also getting injured today. And the man in the back, that looks like a horrible ankle injury. Line out feed. Line out feed collected by Reese Pook. Now the Moor gets to drive. Is this going to be the opportunity that they've been waiting for? Monument Park. The ball is over the line. Has it been grounded? No. It's held up. Held up is the call. That's massive. Huge statement defensive-wise from Masibambane. Well, that maul looked like it was going one place and one place only, but Masibambane getting bodies in there, defending their line, and they were able to hold that ball up. Referee called it. He saw it. Monument Park in a bit of shock, but that is the referee's final decision, and we will play on from this moment on. Ten minutes remaining. I just want to thank the sponsors of Decro, ID Consulting, G Sportswear, and Sim Control. Here comes a huge shove. This scrum is enormous. Monument Park, get to work with it. Nice big hit on Jaden Gain. And Abraham sends it wide. This could be the opportunity. No, it's been lost. Masibambane defense. Name of the game once more. Very nicely done there from Masibambane defensive-wise. The rain is starting to drizzle. There's going to be some wet turf under the feet now, and the ball is going to be wet too. So could this lead to a more of a messy game than we've already had? This line-out throw has got to be clean and safe if Masibambane want to get out of the red zone. Straight, lovely done. Lovely work there. Line-out was simple. Monument Park trying to counter ruck. Can Masibambane get it out? They can. If they spread it wide, there's opportunities. Offloads are there. Choosing to run straight. Nice wide pass, but is there any space for him to work with? No, there's not. Well, that's when they needed to hoof it. They kicked well in the first half. Maybe the wind is in their face now, but they should be kicking that ball just to give a little bit of breathing room. And Monument Park have it. This is an opportunity, big opportunity here. They're crawling forward, 5 meters away. The ball is somewhere in there. Masibambane need to hold it up. Is it available? It's there for delivery. Monument Park edging closer. Masibambane's defense in the trenches is commendable. Here they come. One more pick and go. Ball is splintered out. One more opportunity. That looks held up. It looks like it might have hit the ground. And there it is. Looks like a bit of loss of control. Referee says nothing yet. That ball has bobbled. Here they go. They go wide now. Masibambane pouring bodies in there. Now they go wider. There's numbers out here. Prince. Is Prince going to score? Yes, he is. That was massive. Adrian Prince with the try. That could do it all. It could do it for Monument Park. It could be the match-defining moment. Let's take a look. Look at that. That was just playing down the line. Abraham saw Adrian Prince. Adrian Prince saw a man in front of him, but it meant nothing. The big man is over. Jersey number 7, Adrian Prince, the savior of Monument Park today. Try scorer. And he's just put the game on its head. Monument Park. That was the opportunity. Liam Abrahams to kick at goal. The rain is coming down in his face now. Look at the palm trees in the back. That rain and wind is a concoction. Here. Abrahams. Wide. Well, Abraham's just got that little bit wide. But otherwise, now Monument Park, 5-0 on the board. Well, it's taken just about the entire game for Adrian Prince to score that try, and it could be the match-defining moment. Here comes kickoff. That ball nicely collected by Monument Park. Opportunity, and Masibambane have it. Look, that player is off his feet and he's trying to do a handstand. And so that he tried to go for the jackal, not able to do so. Is that Jordan Arendse or Zane Meyer? Scrum feed, Masibambane. Referee just resetting. Here it comes, opportunity. That is hoof downfield. Trying to give Masibambane some chaos to deal with. That kick's brilliant. Beautifully done. Masibambane under pressure. Well, the escape plan has to be miraculous because they're in trouble here. 5-0 down. And it's just been an edging sort of match. Both teams not able to concede, not able to complete their intended goals of today. But we know the weather has been a challenge to deal with. Line out was not successful, so scrum Masibambane ball. And here comes the shove. Here comes Zaba with the ball. And Abrahams. And now ball in the back of there. It's being held up, and it's going to be Masibambane's ball. Here we go. Masibambane have an opportunity. They want to get the move on. So Monument Park will want to slow the game down now. They know that 1 5-pointer could have been all they needed to get to win this game. If Masibambane don't get out of the red zone here, it might be all over for them. This is their last opportunity. Only a couple minutes left on the clock. Here comes Masibambane. Lovely footwork. He's got a man on his outside. One more pass could open up. It's freed them up, Masibambane. This is an opportunity. And it's game over. That is so unfortunate. Masibambane had one last little spurt of energy within them. And it was knock on. Referee called it a knock on. That's the final play of the game. Masibambane gave it their all. Monument Park gave it their all, and all we can get is a 5-0 full-time score. What a tough match. Try scorer Adrian Prince, and so that is game. Full-time. It is 5-0 Monument Park over Masibambane.